eyes to Shyaree, but his expression gave nothing away as he spoke in fluent Tanamodish.
Gabriel is aware you're due to return home today, but he is indisposed.
He nodded at the Fae.
He's sent Arcus to take you home in his stead.
The niggle burrowed deeper beneath her breastbone, like a millipede crawling under a rock. Indisposed? Had Gabriel gotten into another fight? Was he hurt? But Shyaree crushed her questions in her fists, along with the unwarranted worry. Gabriel Blacksage was deadlier than a starving pack of Wolveri. He could take care of himself. Even so, something must have shown on her face, because Evangeline reached over to squeeze her arm. "I'm sure he's fine," the Queen whispered with a reassuring smile. Mortified by her transparency, Shyaree lifted a shoulder in an attempt at nonchalance. Evangeline's lips took on a wry curve. "He's just caught up with work. You know how he can be." That was the problem. After 8 long moons, Shyaree did know. Gabriel could be as persistent as a hound on a hunt when he got caught up in a task, but he wasn't one to go back on his word. He'd said, albeit teasingly, that he wouldn't miss the day of her departure. So she'd expected, however grudgingly, for him to be here. Then again, whatever Arcus had conveyed to the Lord Archmage and Evangeline did not appear to concern them, so why should it concern her? Shyaree nodded her understanding and forced a small smile for good measure. Gabriel didn't need to be the one to create a portal. Any portal maker would suffice. But Gabriel had served as her unofficial interpreter for the duration of her stay in the Mage Realm. Despite their propensity to clash like flint and friction, she had grown a little attached. She bit into her cheek. Accustomed. She was accustomed, not attached to him. She would have liked to bid him farewell. That was all. But clearly Gabriel did not think she warranted a goodbye. Evangeline rose on her tiptoes, scattering Shyaree's thoughts to draw her into a tight squeeze. The Mage Queen was as slight as Shyaree was tall. "I'm going to miss you," Evangeline murmured, her voice wavering with emotion. "Thank you for coming here, and for everything you've done for me all these months." The magnolia flowers in the large ceramic pots around the pavilion seemed to droop in tandem with the Queen's downturned lips. Despite her melancholy, Shyaree chuckled in her usual breathy, voiceless way. To think she'd once thought this waif of a woman frail, and her affinity for magic feeble. Eyes misting, she pulled away from Evangeline's embrace in order to speak with her hands. "Please don't cry, Evie, or you'll make me do the same." Evangeline bit down on her lips with an earnest sniffle, her nose turning the same shade of pink as the surrounding magnolias. "I'm sorry, but I just can't help it." Shyaree scrubbed hastily at her own eyes while she smiled at the irony. Once she'd resented being sent here, and now she loathed to leave. "We will meet again, won't we? Won't you come visit me?" Evangeline would not be accompanying Shyaree on her return. The castle's lead healer, Mylan, was so overdue in her gestation that she was apt to go into labor at any moment, and Evangeline was understandably eager to remain close. Flowers weren't the only thing the Mage Queen could control. "I would love to show you my home and for you to meet my people," Shyaree shined enthusiastically, trying to shake off her gloom. "I think you will like the rainforest and—" She slowed her hands as she noted Evangeline's increasingly mystified expression. Though the Queen had taken the time to learn, she hadn't grasped beyond the basic motions of Shyaree's sign language. Evangeline's brows puckered, and she blew out a breath. "I'm sorry, Shyaree. I think you've lost me." Clearly concerned about Shyaree's comprehension of Magirian, the Archmage repeated Evangeline's response in Animatish. Shyaree lowered her hands with a resigned shake of her head. The Archmage might speak her people's tongue.